Welcome to the Rhythm Tree tutorial series, created by the junior high band teachers of the Gilbert Unified School District in Gilbert, Arizona. Rhythm Tree tutorial number 1, Whole and Half. At the end of this tutorial, you should understand whole notes and whole rests, half notes and half rests, and the relationships and differences among these notes and rests. Imagine a magical tree with bright emerald leaves. A large leaf covers the lowest branch, and two medium-sized leaves grow on the branches just above it. More and more leaves of smaller and smaller sizes fill out the branches as they stretch towards the sky. When the wind blows through the tree, each leaf makes a sound that rings out. The big leaf reverberates with one long tone. The medium leaves peel a steady pulse, and the smallest leaves jingle rapidly. When there is no wind, the leaves change to a shiny ebony color and shimmer in silence. Music notes and rests work the same way. Notes make sound and rests are silent, but they take up the same amount of space in the music. The big green leaf is like a whole note. When it turns ebony, it's like a whole rest. Wind or no wind, sound or silence, they are still the same leaves on the same branches, taking up the same space on the tree. The whole is our starting point. It is the biggest leaf. The rest of the rhythm tree stems from here. This is what a whole note looks like. A whole note gets 4 counts of sound. This is what a whole rest looks like. It hangs down from the 4th line. A whole rest gets 4 beats of silence. Whole notes and whole rests get 4 beats. Extending out from the first branch, the whole grows into 2 equal but smaller parts. Each new leaf is half of the whole, so we call it a half note when it makes sound and a half rest when it is silent. These are what half notes look like. You'll notice that half notes have a stem and a note head. Half notes get 2 beats each. The first half note in a measure, 1, 2, and the second half note, 3, 4. This is what half rests look like. They're resting on the 3rd line. Half rests get 2 counts each also, but of silence. The first half rest in a measure, 1, 2, and the second half rest in a measure, 3, 4. Half notes and half rests get 2 beats each. Notice the differences in these notes and rests. We'll start with the notes. A whole note, only one fits in a bar, but with half notes, more than one fit in a bar. A whole note has no stem. Half notes have note heads with stems. Whole notes get 4 beats each of sound. Half notes get 2 beats each of sound. When counting a whole note, we count 4 numbers for 1 note. When counting half notes, we count 2 numbers for each note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's take a look at the rests. Only one whole rest fits in a bar. More than one half rests fit in a bar. The whole rest hangs from the 4th line. Half rests sit on the 3rd line. A whole rest gets 4 beats of silence. Half rests get 2 beats each of silence. When counting a whole rest, we count 4 numbers for the 1 rest. When counting half rests, we count 2 numbers for each rest. 1, 2 for the first half rest in the measure, 3, 4 for the second half rest in the measure. This tutorial showed that notes and rests of the same type get the same number of beats, and that notes make sound and rests are silent. It employed the analogy of a rhythm tree to show the relationships between note and rest values of the whole and half types. The next tutorial in the series will focus on smaller note and rest values, quarters and eighths.